Did I get that right? Confirming your understanding.
I heard you guys can help me with fraud protection? Sure, we help with fraud protection. If there are unauthorized purchases on your Discover card, you're never held responsible. You are saying fraud protection. Fraud. I think we're on the same page.
So could you imagine if the rep had ended that meeting with, say, maybe a great frog legs recipe? A little bit different conversation there. Have you ever had one of those? So often when someone is talking to us, we might nod our head in agreement and turn to leave because it is obvious that we've received the message. Consider the football player, the receiver, who sees the ball coming right to him and turns to see how he's going to run with the ball once he catches it. By looking ahead to the run and not concentrating on the catch, quite often he drops the ball. In football, at least you get 4 chances to make the 10 yards. In life, you may only get 1 chance. But Professor Mark Redmond of Iowa State University indicated different behaviors to avoid and some others to use in confirming our understanding. Disconfirming responses show that you don't care about the person, what he or she is saying, or the interaction in general. Disconfirming responses can negatively affect a person's sense of self-worth. Among these responses are turning away, multitasking, interrupting, and silence. The MHI Global's Technical Communication class offered a 3-step process to show customers that both of you share a common understanding of their needs. The first is to repeat key words and phrases the customer has used. Next, summarize the customer's situation in your own words. Finally, check for the customer agreement. It's really important for that last step, too. It's better to make sure that you may be misinterpreting something now than it is to find out later that you misunderstood. Consider this story from a return customer. A flight attendant was observed talking with passengers in the exit rows. She asked one gentleman if he knew how to open the exit door. He answered in the affirmative. Most flight attendants accept that and move on. But in this particular instance, the flight attendant added a follow-up question. How would you open the door? The passenger stumbled for words and muttered something that was obviously incorrect. In response, the flight attendant kindly corrected him, explained how to open the door, and then moved on to the next passenger. The concept of opening the door was solidified in the mind of the passenger, and the flight attendant knew the door could be opened. This accord and peace of mind were made possible by simply asking a follow-up question. When both you and your customers are on the same page, you have a higher probability of success. Understanding what another person means rather than making assumptions is the key to connecting with them. All our knowledge begins with the senses, proceeds then to the understanding, and ends with reason. And it's the improvement of understanding for 2 ends. First, our own increase of knowledge, and secondly, to enable us to deliver that knowledge to others. Good listening.